Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Need to get up YouTube so I can see what's going on. I'm coming. Alrighty. Hi. Okay. Perfect. Hi, 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 hi. Who do we have? Alexa Joy and Julie and Steven. Phelan. My hair looks so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate you say that. I will admit that I'm not crazy about it. You saw my last video today. I'm just getting by with it and deciding to live with it. But that's okay. I'm all right with that. It'll get better. I don't know. Just not used to the brightness that is my hair. Hi Sherry. Hi Ann. And Julie and Rowena. Hi Shauna. You can't stay long. That's okay, sweetheart. Hi Ann. But mine's green right now. I know. I love color too, which is why I'm all right. I'll figure it out and whatever. So we are here to do two things. We decided that, hi Ben, with our new Sibsby box that we would incorporate. I thought it would be a good idea to incorporate talking about the witch's way to do self-care. So.
I like it, actually.
You like it? I'm getting used to it. I've been like, I don't know. When I see it, I'm like, it's all right. I'm getting there. It's this. The only thing is right now, but it's hard for me to tell. And other times, it's like it's almost like block striped.
It's kind of
because of how the
looks
color
like
took.
that, but at the same time, it's like a. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like that.
Like, what's the word? Ombre?
Almost.
Is that a word?
Yeah. So I got approved for a car today.
Cool.
You want to know what it was?
Quickly.
A 2018 red Kia Soul.
That's nice. That's a little much.
They only wanted $1,000 down.
I know, but they're gonna kill you with the payments.
Yeah. To be fair, with my credit, literally not gonna find anything else. This is the first time I've actually got approved for anything. So.
Cool. So I take it you guys are gonna start paying rent soon then.
We've been paying rent.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, I haven't been paying much attention to it because I didn't want to be in the middle of it, but I'm glad.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been paying every week.
Good. Good. All right. So, hi. Oh, I see Ravenheart came in. Hello. Austin is at robotics and has martial arts. Oh, he's such a little cutie, my little Austin. It goes so well with your complexion. Thank you. Hi, Marge and Trisha. Okay, so we decided to incorporate. I wish you wouldn't do that when I'm in the video. Opening the new Sibsby box with the Witch's Book of Self-Care. We're going to talk about some magical ways to incorporate magic into your self-care routine. Did your team win? Yes, they did. My Buffalo Bills won again, which means we are 2-0 for the season, and we won all 3 of our preseason games. So technically, we're like 3-0 as far as I'm concerned, which is a big deal for Buffalo because it's been a long time since we've been a good team, and we still have never won a Super Bowl. We've been to 4 in a row. When Peter and I first met, we were in the midst of 4 in a row Super Bowls, and we didn't win one of them. So it's been a long, hard fan road for me. But I love it anyway, so it's good. We've so far had a good year so far, the first 2 games. Didn't get notification again. That's okay. I just came on, Pansy. No biggie. Preseason doesn't count. Hey, I can count preseason if I want. I am allowed to count whatever I want, Ben. If it works for you, it works. Hi, long hair, skinny eyed toe. You seen all the Buffalo stuff on Pinterest? Yeah, when football season comes around on Sundays, I start, copying some. Oh, look at that's really purple under there. Finally, I get to come to live. I'm so happy. All right, so let's first open up the monthly Sibsby box because I don't open them until I'm on with you guys. So I'm kind of surprised at what we get. I tried to do this backwards. Okay, so September teas. Here we go. September teas. All right, so, and the only thing I didn't do this time is I decided I wasn't going to have a cup while I was on with you because I miss you too. I know, we got to get together, you guys, again. Mabin is a week from today. So just so you all know, Mabin is a week from today. It's technically, we celebrate Sunday night because it's like 3:30 in the morning or something Monday morning. So we celebrate Sunday and we're going to have a big dinner and stuff, which of course, any of you who are locals are always invited. Ben and Bob and Cass and somebody else is a local. And I just said on our page, oh my goodness, I didn't know you were local. We'll have to meet. And now I can't remember who that was. So if you're on and you're local, you better speak up. All right, so let's see. First, we have, Moonlight Jasmine. That sounds like a romance novel, doesn't it? Moonlight Jasmine. All right, so let's see. Moonlight Jasmine is by Rishi Company. It is medium caffeine, which as long as there's some caffeine, although I don't always, when I drink a cup before bed, I don't have to have caffeine. So I have been drinking the non-caffeinated stuff too. This prized jasmine scented tea is made exclusively from spring harvest tea buds. Each double dose sachet can brew up to a small pot for 2 or an extra large mug. So I bet you that smells awesome. Divine. Can't smell it. All the live cams will be at the top. Oh, are you telling Pansy? Yep. The subscription page, yeah. They'll be on there. And you just be aware that normally I go on about 7:30. If you're in the Facebook group, I try to tell you if I'm going to be on at a different time. Or like last night, I was in the midst of this and I didn't get to come on in time. So I'm sorry. Okay. This one is Storehouse Tea Bright Mint Organic Green Tea. Love green tea. Bright Mint. This is by Storehouse Tea. It is low caffeine, but again, a little bit. Lively and clean, this classic gunpowder green tea is blended with the finest peppermint and spearmint, refreshing the palate. And I love me some mint in my tea. My favorite tea last year, most of the year, was a mint blend that was by Just an FYI, Mondays and Thursdays are going to be busy with Austin after school. That's okay, honey. I understand, Shauna. Real life has to come first. You're a mama, so I get it. That's okay, Sarana. You're all right. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. It's something mint. Buttermint. Buttermint tea. Yes. Buttermint from Twinnings. Yes. Oh, so good. I really miss Buttermint because I can't find it. Although I hear it's back on Amazon now. So maybe I'll be able to get some. So that should be a really good one. Mint makes me sneeze. Really? I wonder if you're like allergic to it in the rhino way. Rhino meaning nose, not rhinoceros. Hope you got that. We just had that with Cass. And oh, yes, Cass's honey. Oh, so good. Cass sells her honey, guys. And she is on It's in our Wegmans. It's in your Wegmans. I'll have to look for it. Maybe it's in our Wegmans now. Cass, what is Cass's business channel for her crystals? It's Mystic Dragon, or it's on Facebook, and I've been posting the crystal shows. When she does her crystal shows, I tell her to post in our group. Mystic something or other. I'm Mystic Dragon's Lair. Yes, thank you. But check her out because she sells her honey on there too, and they, have beehives themselves, and so it's all natural raw honey, and it's super good and way cheaper than you can find raw honey anyplace else, by the way. Way cheaper. Okay, Sibsby. Let's keep going. Number 67, Meadow Herbal Infusion. Meadow. This sounds interesting. Hang on. By Smith Tea Maker. This is caffeine free, so this will be a nighttime one for me. A caffeine free blend of golden Egyptian chamomile flowers and mildly stimulating fragrant hyssop, joined with smooth Cape Rooibos tea, rose petals, and linden flowers. Oh, that does sound like a meadow. Yeah, she has some really nice crystals too, right? I know. I have a gorgeous ocean jasper sphere that I have to pick up from her because all of a sudden, I realized I don't have a whole lot of pink ocean jasper with a lot of pink in it, which is more rare to find ocean jasper with pink. And I really need some kind of energy. For some reason, I need ocean jasper lately. And she has this gorgeous sphere that she is selling me for nothing. What do you mean? Oh, I'm not no more. Oh, yeah, with the pink. All right, I may have quite enough of pink. Speaking of Egyptian, my daughter is into dance now, and they're doing an all-around the world thing. Ironically, my sister and my daughter are in the Egypt-based one. Oh, how cool. Oh, you stole it. No way, mister. I'll be over there. Yes, so this absolutely sounds like you went through a meadow and ripped up some flowers and threw it in a cup, right? I bet you it smells awesome. All right, I'm going to open this one because I'll probably have a cup before bed tonight. So I'm going to... Oh, yes. I love rooibos tea anyway. Rooibos tea is a little bit different than any other kind of tea for me. And it's more of a floral taste and floral scent. Ah, that smells so good. So if you're someone who likes the taste of lavender, which to me, it tastes floral, then you'll know what I mean by that. It is like a cup of meadow. Lavender, when you bake with it, or when you have lavender lemonade or something, I make lavender lemonade all the time in the summertime. Tastes floral, but it's really good. And this is too. Smells awesome. So the last one we have in here, get my glasses back. Hold on. I'm so not used to having my hair down, but I figured in order to give you guys the full effect, I would have it down. Okay. And look at it. Oh, you can see it. Look at those gorgeous chunks in there. I love when they have loose tea. So this one is Mystical Chai. Mystical Chai. That's perfect for tonight. It's high caffeine. Hell yeah. Blessed be. Hi. Mystical Chai lets us embrace the magical elements that make us who we are by helping us feel healthy and powerful. Enjoy this blend on its own or add a splash of milk. And you can get a 20% off with the code Sibsby, Sipsby, Sibsby. You get 20% off your first order. And there's a code for mine too, which I always forget to put on there, but I'll put on there after this video is on. I think it's Willowwind. I think that's the code. And you get $5 off, I think, your first box. So I just got the Downton Abbey Tea Violet and Mary's Tea from the Republic of Tea. Rowena, tell me you are going on Friday. Okay, I have to say. So Ben and Bob, are you Downton Abbey people? I'm going to go by myself. I swear. I keep bugging my husband to try to like hint to him that I want him to go with me, since next week is my birthday week? Yeah, it is. Next week is my birthday week. And he's like, hell no, I'm not going to see Downton Stupid Abby. So I'm like, fine, I'm going to go and sit in the damn theater by myself then. I don't care. I don't cheat on coffee. No, I love my teas. I got to have tea. And I'll tell you, the Sibsby boxes, they do me right. They are great boxes to get. I want to go on Friday. I know, me too. You never got into it. That's it. I'm pulling your gay card. Done. Trevor, you love it? Yay! So I'll go and watch it by myself, and then I'm gonna talk about it on our channel. My Snowflake Obsidian Scully says, hi. Your hair is gorgeous. Thank you, Renee. He wants to hang out while I'm watching. Awesome. Okay. So now September is Self-Love September. If you don't know that, then you're not aware of Kellyanne Maddox. You like Downton Abbey? Yay, Stephen, someone I can talk about it with at least. We might not be able to go to the theater together, but let's go Friday and then we'll talk about it. I do too. Well, I watched the whole series on my cheat box. I shouldn't say that. I know we're live, but I have a cheat box thing. I watch it. Okay, so here we go. Never seen. You've never seen it, Bob. Damn it. What's Downtown Abbey? I know. And that my husband does that too. He goes downtown, you know, that Downtown Abbey thing. And I'm like, no, it's not downtown. It's Downton. Anyways, I can't even remember where I was. Oh, Kellyanne. Yes. So Kellyanne Maddox every year does Self-Love September. And she does all kinds of things on her channel. And it's absolutely an awesome thing to do, to focus on yourself once a year. So my mama commented on the last video needing an email address. I don't have social media and I need to message you. No problem. Oh, yes. Okay. So my email address is Jen Storelli. It's JenStorelli @gmail. And put something in the subject line about Mama Squirrel so that I actually check it, because I may or may not have over 10,000 emails in my box that I don't look at very much. So make sure you put Mama Squirrel or something in the subject line, okay? Downton Abbey is only the best miniseries ever. I know, I love it. I love it. Mary is such a bitch, but she's getting a little better. You know, towards the end, she kind of got it after her husband died and all that stuff. But anyways, Self-Love September, I think, is a great thing to do. You know, once a year to really focus on yourself. So I thought that we would read this book kind of together and like go after each chapter. We're going to go over the introduction in chapter 1 and talk about some of the suggestions that they have and see if we can come up with some of our own. What I will say is a couple things. Yes, there are spoilers. So if you haven't read it and it's something that you think you want to read, be aware that there's spoilers. I will say a couple things, though. First of all, I don't plan on following the entire book, just getting suggestions from the first chapter and then the second chapter and then all that. Let's go downtown to the Abbey. You guys are terrible. And second of all, what I realized when I finished the first chapter is that really what she's talking about for self-care is shadow work. She's really talking about pulling stuff from down deep, at least from the first chapter. I haven't gone ahead. I'm trying not to go ahead too much, but she's talking about pulling that shadow stuff out and really paying attention to it. So, I'm so mad they left the servant stories in limbo. We don't even know John and Anne's baby name. I know. I agree. And I feel, never mind. But yes, we could get into a whole Downton Abbey discussion, but we'll do that after the movie. So partly I kind of was like, oh shoot, because I purposely tried not to do a whole lot of shadow work, except for the daily stuff, which I thought, okay, well, maybe that's what we can do here is do the daily shadow work, not the deep dive stuff that she may be talking about here, because I don't do that until after Samhain. And there's a specific reason for that. One is that it is, love the little blue apple. I'm going to make my buffalo fall. He's leaning up against there. He's an alabaster apple. Isn't that cute? It's the dark half of the year. So that, for me, is kind of made for shadow work, the dark half. Oh, come on, my little buffalo. It's not flat up here, so he kind of wobbles. The dark half of the year is kind of made for shadow work. And Samhain, to me, Samhain is the witch's new year. So that is our new year. And it seems to me like it's a good time to kind of restart looking at yourself in a different way and trying to figure out, is there stuff I want to change and that kind of thing. I really need some self-care. The last few months have changed me drastically and has taken a toll. Decided to quit a job I love to help care for my 98-year-old dad. Oh, Linda, that is really hard. Really hard as a caregiver, and I kind of always have been. I totally understand. Don't know where no, that's all right. I understood that was something to skip. Do you think this is a good book to have around? So I'll tell you, Ravenheart, I don't know yet because I'm only in the first chapter. I will say that Stephen and I keep joking because the first chapter, it seems very feminine, like it's geared more towards the female. Although as I got towards the end of the chapter, that was less so, Stephen. So fingers crossed that it keeps going in the way that I think it could go, which is to, even things out in more of a balance. And so I would say give me till chapter 2 to say for sure if I think you absolutely need this book. I will tell you that on the Facebook page, some people posted a PDF of it there. So if you want to follow along there, you absolutely should be able to read the whole thing online. You may not necessarily need the actual physical book. So, right, Rowena? I know it. It really is. I don't like the dark half of the year sometimes. It sometimes overwhelms me. Don't let it, Trevor. Don't let it overwhelm. I mean, I understand because it overwhelms me too, but for different reasons, I'm thinking. I think because in New York anyway, it's so gray and it's always cold. And about the end of February, I get really tired of the dark half of the year because it seems like it will never end here. And every morning you have to get up early and to start your car and wipe off your car and shovel and all that shit. And it's always gray. So, hi, Simon PK. How are you? Oh, I love you too. I posted a preview in the Facebook group, but of course we want to buy it later, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's get into it a little bit. Where's my glasses and my notes? So first we need to kind of, write all over yourself in pen or not. Yes, which I did. Okay. Self-care. What is self-care? Self-care is, first of all, is self-respect. It's respecting yourself. I liked that she talked about there's 4 pillars of self-care. So there's 4 things to talk about. I don't know. I was trying to do 3. There's 4 things to talk about with self-care. Oh, I'm so sorry, Linda. It's very hard. I had my father live with me for 4 years, and now I've lived with my aunt, my elderly aunt, for 5. And some days, I'm not going to lie, I do joke about throwing her down the stairs certain days. I care for you too, Simon. It's getting a little weird here. Okay. So there's 4 pillars of self-care. And I like that we can talk about how to do self-care in each of the 4 pillars. So the first pillar is energy. You have to protect your energy, right? So you have to protect your energy. You have to make sure you eat well enough and sleep well enough to have decent energy to begin with. And then also the spiritual energy. So like energy vampires and stuff, we really have to be careful of who we're letting suck our energy out of us and make sure that we have enough left over for ourselves, which is not always an easy thing. Sometimes when you're a caregiver or when you are a parent or when you are, someone who is in this environment as a human being, we tend to give away sometimes more than we keep for ourselves. So that is something to definitely think about, is how you can practice self-care with your energy. Number 2 is emotional health. So we have to make sure that we are able to care for ourselves with our emotional health. And that means keeping everything on the up and up. It's we'll talk a little bit more about this in later chapters, I think, but it is about living your authentic life in order to not be emotionally faking it. So sometimes we are not feeling the day. That does not mean that if we're in a depressive state, we shouldn't fake it till we make it. I know I've said that before, that you don't want to walk around being depressed all the time. Even if you feel that, sometimes it does help to pretend that you're happy until it happens. But you also want to be authentic enough to recognize that there could be a reason for that depression, or there could be a reason for that emotional well-being to not be as strong as it can be. Okay? Make sure your space is as clean as possible. There could be a lot draining your energy. Absolutely. Loved the concept of the 4 pillars. If you keep them all strong, you envision making a house. That's right. And it's hard to stand on a house with only 3 legs. Sometimes you're depressed because you haven't taken enough time for yourself. Exactly. Number 3 is your physical health. So again, there's a lot that goes into these pillars. They're pretty big pillars that need a lot to go into it, but it should be the foundation of your self-care, is making sure that each of these 4 pillars is taken care of. Make sure your environment is clean too. Are you guys telling me that on purpose? Have you seen my house lately? All right, I'm picking on you because my environment leaves a lot to be desired, because I'm a terrible, terrible organizer. And my poor husband, now he's working and he's really the one who organizes me. So now I'm kind of lost, but definitely something that I keep saying I need to do. And I know I need to do that. I'm hoping when I have a couple days off next week, I can do that. So physical health. So what does that entail? Again, that is taking care of your food choices. When we're talking about what we're going to put into our bodies, we need to, are we going to fill it with processed crap all the time and then expect that it's going to output anything good for us? Probably not the best idea. Are we going to exercise enough that we feel healthy, move our asses, right? And keep it so we can continue to move our asses? That's something that is self-care, that is going along with keeping these 4 pillars strong. Hey, Jen, finally not at work. Yay. Hi, Brittany. Perfect. The 4th pillar is mental health. And this, to me, is, all 4 of them go along with each other, right? But for me, mental health is about being aware of your station in life and being able to accept the station in life that you're at. This is where I am. And we'll actually get into more of that tonight too, but that's a part of your authenticity. Are you reaching for something that you're not jumping to get? And how do I say this? Okay, so for me, I'm going to put this into my words. I am at a job that right now I am totally pissed off about and I hate. which is sad because I don't hate the job, but they're treating me like crap right now. And they're making me do a lot of things that I don't want to do because I'm one of the people they can push around. So they're making me do some evening shifts, which I was not hired for. They're making me drive all over to other offices, which I was not hired for. So at this point, this is really upsetting to me, and it puts me in a bad mood every day. And I'm trying really hard. Thank you. Hello. Hi, Susie. I'm patiently waiting for my brother to bring me McDonald's. I know, Linda, and sometimes you have to do that, and that's okay as long as the rest of your pillars are strong enough to take that, okay? Because we're not all going to be great all the time in all 4 pillars, right? But we have to be good enough that the rest of the pillars can hold us up when one falls a little. So keep that in mind. So what I'm talking about, though, is I know that long term, hi, I'm Pagan. I know you told me what to call you, and now I can't remember. I'm sorry. So what I'm talking about here is that I am not satisfied at work. So authentically, I feel like I'm not living my authentic life because I know I'm not going to be able to do this and continue being my happy self, my spiritually enriched self. So I have to weigh that. How long can I take this for? Exactly, trying to keep it all in balance. And there is definitely a balance to be had. If they continue to do this to me, I've been told at the beginning that it was 6 months. So if they continue to do this to me beyond 6 months, and now I have a decision to make. Am I going to be able to tell them, okay, kiss my ass. This is what I said I would do. I'm trying to hang on for you to find somebody that will do this, but I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So it's something that you have to be able to balance. If you're living authentically, you are looking around you, though, and deciding, is this the life that I want? Is this the life that keeps me spiritually, mentally, the 4 pillars, energetic wise, emotional health, physical health, mental health, which all contribute to our spiritual life? Is this the life that will keep me balanced in that way? And if it's not, then why not? Are you not putting your needs first? Sometimes that's really hard. And sometimes it can't be done. But we also have to long term at least be able to say, yes, you know what? I want to live an authentic life. It is a red letter day, so let's go Patreon for you and any Obamacare. Exactly. I know it, right? So, and I will get to that point. For me, it's winter. When winter really hits, which we'll hear will be, I already told them when winter hits, I don't intend to be driving all over like they have me doing now and being on evening shifts when I have to walk out in Murderville in the dark to get to my car and that kind of stuff. It's really, that's going to be it for me. I'll be having to say my authentic life is not here anymore. That is not always easy. Let me give you some examples of what it's not. This, and by the way, before I say this, now that my kids are grown, it's more about me and my house. There you go. Let me preface this by saying, I am not telling you you need to leave your spouse or your significant other. I am telling you that you need to evaluate the relationships that you have to decide if they conform with your authentic self. When you think of, this is what I plan on being, this is the authentic person that I want to be, and spiritually, this is what I feel like I need, is the person that you're with contributing to that? When you think of 5 years, 10 years from now, is the person that you're with someone that aligns with your goals for your authentic self? And if they are not, then why are you there? Is there some other need that of those 4 pillars that they help you to keep balanced with, okay, then maybe that is part of your authentic self, even though it might not seem like it at first. Maybe there's enough of it there that it helps you to balance that. But if not, part of self-care is looking at our environment and being able to change what isn't contributing to our self-care. And that is why this book is deeper than I thought it was going to be, because we're in chapter 1 and she already kind of starts talking about that authenticity stuff, which for me is shadow work. So I have to say the first inclination I got was, oh, wait, I don't want to do this because it's not my shadow work time. I don't pull my shadows out until later. But it's a good thing to look at them throughout the year anyways. So we may not dive totally deep into that, but we can look at some of the daily stuff that we can do, okay? All right, let's keep going because there's more to do here. Okay, self-care is any activity that you do deliberately, that's a key word, deliberately, to take care of your mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical health. That is any activity that you do to take care of your well-being. What did I see? Sean is back. Hello. Renee, there is a lot in there that I plan to start using after Samhain. Me too. And I think perhaps it's good to look at some of the deeper things after Samhain because I'm going to kind of skim over them because I'm not going to go that deep. I'm not there yet until after Samhain. Been with husband for 33 years. Good for you. That was a whole lot of pain, Sarana. I was just forced to look at this in the spring and half of summer. And that's a hard thing to do. That is a hard thing to do. It is not an easy thing to do to evaluate that honestly and authentically. Sometimes it's easier to just stay where you're at, status quo, right? We are reading The Witch's Book of Self-Care. We're just talking about the first chapter really today. Okay, so self-care, let me go over this again. Self-care is any activity that you do deliberately to take care of your mental, emotional, or physical health. So let's list what are some self-care activities that takes care of, that helps one of these 4 pillars: energy, emotional health, physical health, mental health. One of those 4 pillars. Name some activities that you can do to help support yourself, your self-care. There's a million of them. Name some of them. Let's talk about some of them. Love your hair, Jen. Thank you. Cleaning my room. Absolutely. Susie. Thank you, sweet. Thank you. I need to get it for my niece too. Absolutely. And Shauna, I believe someone posted a link that you can at least start reading it online. Meditation. Absolutely. Ritual baths. Oh, I love that one, Trevor, because that brings in the magic part of the Witch's Book of Self-Care. That's definitely part of that. For sure, ritual baths. Definitely meditation. Definitely, what's the other one we said? Cleaning my room. Definitely. And your spiritual space, right? Soak in a bubble bath. I love it. Daily prayer to your goddess. Yes. Taking a relaxing bath. Absolutely. Some of the ones that come to mind for me now, I'm an air person. So for me, I like going out barefoot when I can, not obviously in February here, but right now is perfect for me. When that full moon came, I went out barefoot. I stood in the wind and just grounded. As the wind blew through my hair, listened to the crickets, listening to music. Yes. Dancing. Yes. Playing with paper. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Reading magazines. Absolutely. Crystal and sun and moon water. Yes. that helped jump my spiritual meal and upped my energy, right? Absolutely. How about mindfully packing yourself a lunch so you know when you get to work, you're not going to eat crap. That's a big one that's really hard for me because I'm a person that lives in the now sometimes more than I should, and I don't think ahead. So it's not until morning when I'm walking out the door that I'm like, shit, I got to figure out something to eat today. I'll just grab $5 and I'll go to some crappy crap. So mindfully trying to pack yourself a lunch so that you pack an apple and a sandwich that isn't really crappy, and mindfully picking out what you're going to eat, or making a food diary, making myself good food that's healthy and tastes good. Yes. Drinking your water. Oh, that's such a good one. Absolutely. I love that my Fitbit now I can put in water. So when I don't, it's like, hey, how about you drink some water there, Jen? I love being barefoot. When I used to live in New Zealand, I walked on my bare feet a lot, but since I moved to Australia, you can't as much. You have bugs and stuff that you have to be careful of. I know in Florida, we had a real hard time with fire ants, and so we couldn't walk barefoot. It drove me nuts. Playing our musical instruments, absolutely. How about drumming? Even if you don't play an instrument, get a big drum. I have my shaman drum that I made. And just taking that and drumming for a while is just puts me in that space. Eating a nice salad, daily exercise, absolutely. Quitting Vietnamese coffee tomorrow and Coca-Cola. It's been 5 days, right? I got some granola bars and fruit snacks. Perfect. Love it. Emotional. Make sure I reach out when I need emotional support. Oh, that's so important. And sometimes so hard, right? It is so hard to say, hey, you know what? Please, you guys send me some energy. I really need some energy. I really need someone to talk to today because I'm pulling my hair out. That's really hard sometimes. Sitting by a body of water. I love it. Drumming is grounding. Yes. Physical workout for sure. Absolutely. Taking a walk in the woods. That's one of my favorite things. I should take a picture of my water cup. You guys saying, how are you not peeing all the time, right? I was also forced to do that. Shamara, did I miss something? Did your brother die, honey? Daily exercise. Hold on. Doing okay. Oh, he didn't. Oh, okay. But still battling. Well, he's battling. I know it's a stressful time, honey. I've been sending you love and energy. Coffee and tea cause me to pee more than water, right? Caffeine, I know, me too. Need a drum, have a guitar, a keyboard, tambourine, maracas. Absolutely. I have my gourd over there of every time I go to the thrift shop and I see an instrument, a percussion instrument or something, I always get that. I have a whole big gourd of instruments that I can play, and believe me, I can't. It's not like I know guitar or anything, but I can drum and I can shake a maraca or a dried gourd or and that helps to connect. It helps. One of the things when I did my full moon ritual for me was I did a dance to Sekhmet out underneath the full moon, and believe me, it was not a dance that I would show everyone because I'm not a dancer. I suck. But when you put yourself into that, and it's something that you do privately with your deity or you privately do with yourself to raise your own energy, that is a huge thing. Figure out something to give of your energy, to give back, and that helps to raise your vibration and your energy. Hold on, my puppy is trying to say hi. Oh, how cute. Spending a lazy day with my family outside by the fire. Oh, perfect. I love that. Tell Lucian thank you for goodwill. It worked out. Perfect. I will. I just bought my very first drum. Yay. Perfect. Nature for sure. Making crafts, right? Saging yourself. I love that. I don't have a drum. I think that's why I love put drum music on. Yep. Were you skyclad? I was not, because unfortunately I have lots of neighbors. I have a huge apartment building right next or right behind us now, which is where I go outside. And I just don't need those internet pictures coming up. That would be a bad thing. Trust me. In addition to my brother, my niece was recently diagnosed with a cancerous tumor in her quad muscle. Oh, that's so weird. I'm so sorry, Shamara. I mean, I have heard of that happening, but did they say that's where it started, or was it like a leukemia thing that's where it manifested? That's horrible, Shamara. I'm so sorry, honey. Egyptians are allowed to eat the offerings when the deity is finished with them. That's great. That is great. So we get our energy exchange that way. Affirmations and journaling, perfect. Absolutely. Especially for those of you who are good writers, for sure. That journaling and affirmation. So those of you who weren't on my last live, Deb Boyce made me my junk journal. Isn't that gorgeous? This thing is gorgeous, and I cannot wait to start journaling and putting my energy into this book because it has so much loving energy in it already. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited. Hey, Luna, can you not knock over the whole? I would appreciate it. Need a high fence. Yeah, right. Make sure you go to bed on time. Oh, that's a great one. Make sure you get enough sleep. For sure. Make sure you get enough sleep. Prayers, absolutely. Flute music and positive chanting music. Oh, yes. Yes, that's where it started. She's only 15. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm lighting a special candle for sure. Taking CBD, absolutely. Yep, Sean is doing daily affirmations on her channel. Oh, I know, and they are wonderful. And sleep is a big one for me. I don't get enough sleep for sure. I'm lucky if I get like 5 hours is usually what I've been getting. And then I kind of catch up on the weekends. I tend to sleep like 8-9 hours, which is a lot. I would go out and dance my butt off, but the garden we have in this apartment is open and able to be seen from all directions. I'm in the same place. I'm fortunate. And I have, we have almost an acre here. We have like 0.9 or 0.8 acres or something. And we have neighbors that back up on the left side here. And we have neighbors that back up here. And we have across behind us, directly behind us, is this huge apartment building that they built in the last couple of years. So it's awful. Awful. Winter is a slow time for me at work. I read self-help and spirituality developing books, right? Just reading a book for a while, that helps to do that. I do too. Forage. Yep. Good. 2 man butts. Am I learning something new? Yes. Dedicating 10 minutes a day to something that makes you feel good. Something that's good for you, that makes you feel good. And make sure you, and I'm sure that's what you meant, but like I could dedicate 10 minutes to eating Snickers all day long, but that's really not helpful in self-care. That's more like self-flagellation, right? My father's been getting good sleep, and me as well, and I've been drinking chamomile tea. I love it. I've been sleep deprived for a while now. I consider 5 hours a good night's sleep. That's not good enough, Shamara. I know sometimes it's hard to get more, but it's not enough. My husband is on third shift, so I kind of keep to his schedule, so sleep is wonky. Oh, that's really hard. I know. I remember when I was on third shift that it's really hard too. Yep, doing releasing work is part of my self-help for the last year. That's awesome. The 4 pillars are energy, protect your energy, emotional health, physical health, and mental health. Crosses off 10 minutes of candy binging from my self-care list. Cross it off. It's not really good for you in the long run. I try to go to bed every night at the same time, wake up at the same time. That's really a good idea too. I know. I have to say, on my weekends, I do most of the time during the week, I wake up at the same time, even though I have these wonky hours at work, which makes it a little harder. But on the weekend, I do try, like I purposely will try to sleep in more than I normally would. Note, all caregivers need to do all the same self-care times 3. Exactly, for sure. Okay, so the key, thank you, Brittany, to self-care is this one quote: be as good to yourself as you are to others. And I can't remember if that's actually in the book or if I kind of got that from something she said, or, but when you are as good to yourself as you are to others, and I don't mean your family, who you're kind of unfortunately allowed to treat like shit because they will love you anyways. You know how we do that? We treat ourselves, we should be treating ourselves as much as good as we treat like acquaintances. So I have a natural alarm clock, but I still set an alarm clock so I can get to work in the morning, right? That's good. Be right back. Gotta get him dinner and uniform ready. No problem, Sean. I understand, sweetheart. Okay. So engaging in self-care is about self-respect. Taking care of your energy, emotional health, physical health, and mental health are the 4 pillars there. And magic as self-care. So one of the things we're going to be doing throughout this book, even if I assume that's going to be part of this book, but is talking about all of those things that we listed. How can we incorporate magic into them if we haven't already? Good boy. It's okay, Ravenheart. You get to bed because that's part of your self-care. On Friday night, when I know I don't need to get up in the morning, I drink a shot of schnapps and go to bed. Oh, wonderful. Having a German husband who loves them helps to have schnapps around the home, right? I was going to say butterscotch. I was talking to Trevor, as a matter of fact, I think. On Trevor's channel, he was doing readings, and I was talking to him about buttery nipples, which is butterscotch schnapps and Bailey's Irish cream. So good. Really good. I haven't had one in a long time, but because I'm not a big drinker, to be honest with you, I would rather smoke to relax than drink to relax, because drinking to relax just doesn't really work for me. I don't know. I always feel like I'm out of control, and I don't like that feeling. But so anyway, we're going to incorporate magic as much as we can. Now, some of those things were straight up magic anyways. Even the benign things that don't seem magical, we can incorporate magic. I eat special candy to relax. There you go. You know exactly what I mean, Renee. Like taking a bath. When you take a bath, you can incorporate magic because we can put in essential oils or herbs that raise the energy of what that bath is trying to do for us. If we're trying to relax, we can put in lavender or lavender essential oils and lemongrass, or, whatever energy you're trying to create, you can put into your bath. So there's magical things that you can help that with. Oatmeal cookie shop, butterscotch schnapps, Irish cream, and cinnamon schnapps. Ooh, that sounds really good. Have you ever heard of the Irish breakfast? Doing your makeup, that's a good one too. So the Irish breakfast shot, I have to ask my son again what it is, damn it. But it's Irish whiskey, and then making sure you brush your hair, and then something else with it. And when you take the shot, you literally taste breakfast. It's like you ate pancakes with syrup and sausage, and it's really cool. I gotta ask, my son is gonna be like, why don't you write this down? Well, I'm sure I did someplace, but I don't remember where it is. I own a small winery. There are always leftovers after the weekend. I breathe incense smoke to relax too. Perfect. So there's magical things that we're gonna do and make sure we do to incorporate into our self-care routine. Removing your makeup before bed. Yep. So that your skin stays nice, right? I use coconut in my bath because coconut is supposed to be good for your skin and hair. Absolutely. And it does. It is really good. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. I don't know. I'm starting to like it, except look at it's that's all right. I'm starting to like it. I'm getting there. Setting boundaries and saying no when you need to. Oh, that's such a big one right there. That is huge. And that is something that we really need. Sekhmet seems to want me to dress up. She seems to get upset if I don't. That's funny you say that, Surrounded, because I have just begun my journey with Sekhmet. And I feel like that too, that I have to wear something special. I have to plan something over and above usually for her, which is why I was talking about the dance. I did a dance offering, and which she really liked. There's certain things with Sekhmet that she is kind of all about, right? The red suits you. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to incorporate magic into it. Okay, so then we get to saying I love you to yourself. Positive self-talk. That's really important. And not just, I have to say, it's even to me, it's more important to not negative talk. Like I can throw a few, oh, you're awesome, I love yous. But if the rest of the time I'm going, oh, God, look at, what is wrong with me? And I've gained weight. And if the rest of the time I'm doing that, it overpowers anything positive I've been trying to say. So you really have to find that balance and find what it is you like about yourself and accentuate that and focus on that more than the stuff you don't like. The stuff you don't like, you can work on changing, and then you can still say, I don't like this about me. I know I need to lose weight, but I don't focus on that. I don't step on a scale unless I have to. Like I literally, I have no idea how much I weigh. I tell the doctor not to tell me because it's a number to me and I don't want to focus on the number. To me, it's not about the number. It's about what I see and how I feel, how my clothes fit and how I feel. And I'll know when I'm healthy again. I don't give a crap what the number on the scale says. As long as I feel healthy again, then I feel like, okay, that's my goal. So I hate when like Fitbit makes you put in a weight goal and stuff. I hate that because I don't want a number. For one thing, I'm a big girl by nature. I'm a Viking. So like my bones are very big. I cannot, that's my wrist. I can't do that. That's right. I'm an Amazon woman. I'm a Viking. And there is that. I mean, I'm never going to be a size 10 or whatever. That's just not going to happen. And I don't want to be that. That's not me. I still have to be me. I just want to be a healthier me. Right? Numbers aren't important. It's how you feel. Yes. Self-acceptance. Yes, absolutely. I got acne, like bumps on my arms and legs, and the coconut seems to help. Absolutely. I bet it does. Red hair suits you. Thank you, Andrea. How are you, sweetheart? Just watch your last video. Don't worry about the hair. It's actually super cute and trendy. Thank you, Mimi. And I'm getting used to it. I'm starting to like it. The more I see it, it's just shocking at first, I think. First I was like, oh, I don't know. And the more I see it, I like it better and better. Just add up the numbers so you get a single number. I love it. I like that idea. And, you know, I will tell you, there is something to be said. Mama is a redhead now. Yes, I am, my little Austin. He's so cute. You guys have to come, by the way, Shauna and Pat and Austin to Witchy-Palooza, because I have to pinch those cheeks on my little Austin and give him a big hug. I will tell you that doing YouTube has helped me with my self-image a tremendous amount. And I don't want to say this the wrong way, not because of what you guys tell me, which I love, and that is nice, and it's a wonderful thing, but it's, to me, when I'm talking, don't forget, I'm talking to myself. I see myself, and that's a big deal. To every day I spend time talking to myself and liking what I'm saying and accepting this image that I have. Before I started YouTube, I think every time I looked in a mirror, I expected to see my 18 or 20-year-old self. So when I looked in the mirror, I was like, who is that? what is that wrinkle and how did that get there? And because it's not something that you do on a regular basis normally, or it's not something I do. I'll tell you, I don't spend a lot of time on my hair in the morning. I don't put on a whole lot of makeup. I don't. So this is me, and without doing a YouTube channel, this is not something that you do a lot, is to look at yourself speaking or anything. This is not something that you do. So this is really a good process. So I recommend this even if you're too shy to post it. If you start a daily journal on a YouTube, you can set it to private. So it's just for you. You don't have to show anybody it. But I do recommend doing it, a journal, like a vlog, so that you can see yourself speaking on a daily basis, because it gets to the point where you accept who this person is talking to you. This is who I am now, and this is what I expect to see when I look in the mirror, other than the hair yet. It'll take me a while still, but I expect to see this person because I see her every day, and I know who this is. And that is new since I started a YouTube channel, because I'm not a person that spends a lot of time in front of the mirror. So it took me a long time to get that this was who I was, and to say, you know what, this is good. I like this. I like this person. That's okay. So I do recommend that, even if you're not going to post it for anybody, to do that as kind of a vlog, a video blog, so that you can see yourself like that. I just dyed mine purple. I was in shock, right? I don't know what it is. I'm not sure about other deities of other pantheons, but Egyptians really tend to kick out the negative self-talk. That's true, for sure, right? Sarana, I find that even if I start in the negative self-talk, I can almost hear, Mayat has always been that for me. And Sekhmet now, too, is like, hell no, shut the fuck up. You're not going to do that. Rita Hayworth, thank you. I know we are going to try. Good. Hello there, Willow. So what's your favorite color and NFL team? Sean, my favorite NFL team will always be the Buffalo Bills, forever and ever and ever. And there's nothing I can do to change that. That's who it is forever. And my favorite color is purple. Good. You're wonderful, beautiful, very knowledgeable women. I watch your. Thank you, Brittany. Love you too. Beautiful inside and out. Thank you. I gained weight after heart surgery. It's been difficult. Absolutely. It is. And I'm not saying that's an easy thing, honey. It is not. And believe me, I don't love the extra weight that I have. I don't try to lie to myself either. I don't try to say, oh, I look at that fat right there. I love that. But I do say, you know what? I love me as a person. And I know that this is something that I'm dealing with, and that it will get better. And the more I love myself, the more it will improve. We'll try. And good info for us shy girls. Blog only for yourself. Absolutely. And then you get used to seeing that, and it gets less, it's less weird. The more you do it, the less weird it is. I'm sure I haven't for a while. I haven't looked back at some of my first videos, but I'm sure that Bears fan, you can feel sorry for me all you want. We are 2-0, baby. Anyway, I'm sure that the first ones, I probably was not myself as much as I am now, because this is who I am. When you meet me, you can tell, like the people who are at Tarot Stock and the people that I talk to, my admins who I talk to every day, this is me. I'm not somebody different when I'm on camera now. But that took a while. I'm sure at the beginning I was not this. I'm sure I was trying to be kind of prim and proper and speak well. Not that I don't speak well, but you know me. I am Mama Squirrel still. Ayana has really helped me grow, especially with her being all about your chakras. That is awesome. I just posted a selfie to my Instagram last night. It was really hard because I don't always feel comfortable with myself, but I'm happy I did. It was empowering. Absolutely, Renee. And it is empowering. It absolutely is empowering. And if you can do this even just for yourself, that will be empowering too. Thought about making a live video on Facebook for a makeup tutorial because I love makeup, but I got scared. Brittany, do it for yourself at first then and see how you feel about it. And you don't have to post it to anybody, but do it for yourself. You don't have to post it if you're not ready for that yet. It gets easier, though. I will tell you, the more you see yourself and the more you work on it, it gets easier. I'm the same way. My Insta is mostly my pets because I don't like being in pictures. Mine was only a minute. That's all right. And I will tell you, I read a story about a woman who got cancer at a fairly young age. I'm grateful you decided to make videos. I first saw you crying at Yule and I watched ever since. See? I was crazy around Yule time, right? I was crying, and how many times like a month do I cry on my channel? Tell me that, a whole lot of people do that, but that's part of who I am. The Bears are 1-1. I'm grateful you, Old Town San Diego Irish breakfast. Yes. You're much more exuberant now than in your earlier videos. Now you're letting your light shine. See, I bet I am, for sure. I'm sending love and self-confidence to everyone out there. Perfect. I love 55-second videos. Yeah, so that's what I was saying is, shit, I lost it again. Damn it. Hold on. Love 55, sending love and confidence. Something about confidence in videos. Post videos. Shit, totally lost it, you guys. Damn it. Shit. Mama squirrel moment. Out the window it went. I've cried on videos. Do it for yourself. Shit. Sorry, guys. Don't know. It's gone. I'm a weird person, but that's okay because it's who I am, and I'd rather be that stage individual than that stage individual trying to be social norms. Exactly. True beauty comes from within. Shoot, I can't remember what. It was something about people posting videos. Yep, totally lost it. Don't know. All right. Anyways, let's continue. Been over an hour already. Okay. Mama Squirrel can talk. Okay. All right. My hair is getting caught in my glasses. Something about cancer. Something about a cancer story. Oh, yeah. Hold on. It's coming back a little. Somebody had cancer. Oh, yes. I gotcha. Okay. Yes. So a woman got cancer at a very young age. Thank you, guys. I need to get more. You won't find any of those on this channel, Marge. Oh, yeah. You're talking about makeup videos? Good luck. I'm like lucky if I can put my eyeliner in a straight line. That's all the makeup I ever use. Cancer video. This woman got cancer at a very young age. And she had 2 young children. And she suddenly realized that she didn't have a whole lot of pictures of herself. And she knew she was going to leave her babies. And they wouldn't have a bunch of pictures. So she started trying to take pictures. But as, the cancer was pretty bad. And so she was deteriorating fast. And she said, please take it from me that I know you're overweight and you don't look the way you want to look, and you might have a zit on your nose that you don't want to show everyone and stuff, but trust me when I tell you that your children and your grandchildren will want to look back on how they remember you. They're not going to look at the fact that you were 20 pounds overweight. They're going to look at this is who you were. And if they don't have that to look back on, you're going to be really sorry, and they're going to be really sorry that they cannot, because you know what? Memories fade. As much as we try to hold on to them, memories fade a lot. And we get an image kind of how we remember someone. I remember my grandparents, my grandmother has been gone for over 10 years now. I remember her, but I wonder, unless I had pictures that looked like her, I wonder if I would truly remember what I loved about her. She was overweight and she had big cheeks and was always smiling and always in the kitchen and that kind of stuff that I don't know if I didn't have pictures, if I would remember her correctly. So even though you might not like to see yourself in pictures, and I learned this was quite a while ago. So I have been trying. It was not easy for me, but I've been trying more the last probably 10 years to take more pictures of myself, to do the selfie thing. Even though at first I was like, oh God, selfies, I look so out. But you know what? This is who I am. My kids have grown up with me as this is their mother. And what if something happened? I want to make sure that they have pictures that they can look at and say, yeah, this is how I remember mom. Right? So to me, it's super important to put yourself into that life. And now we have cameras with us all the time. So I'm not saying stay on your phone all the time and take pictures. Enjoy the moment that you're in. But yeah, once in a while, take a picture of where you're at and show people what you're doing and put yourself out there more than you normally would be comfortable, because everybody who knows you for that. That's how they know you. So they want that. And if they love you for that person, that's your authentic self. Of course you want them to love you for that person. Why would you try to change? I'm not saying don't ever put makeup on, by the way, or anything. If you like to put makeup on and stuff, awesome, do that. Then people will remember you because that's how you normally were. But for me, I'm not a person who does that. I just put eyeliner on and that's it. I'm too lazy to do my hair usually. I just put it up. I'm too lazy to spend a whole long time putting makeup on, all that stuff. That's just not me. So people, you guys, I know I've been on here a couple times and put makeup on, and once in a while I'll do that just because I'm weird and I like to do that. But at the same time, that's not who I am normally on a regular basis. So I wouldn't only come on here with makeup on and then, get off my video and I'm going to wipe off all my makeup now because I hate wearing that crap. That's not authentic, right? We are quirks of nature and it's beautiful. Absolutely. I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't wear makeup at all, only for special occasions. Me too, pretty much, except for my eyeliner, because I always think I can't see my eyes. I don't know what it is. I've always had this weird thing with eyeliner that I have to have it on or I don't know. It doesn't look like me. But that's the only thing I wear. Andrea, I'm sorry to hear that. My grandmother had a heart attack and my dad, yep. I'm sorry too to hear that. Okay. So now let's continue. Now that I remembered my story finally. A stereotype of self-care. And I loved this. This is really big. And then we're going to come to a close pretty soon. We're almost done. But a stereotype, I hate that the stereotype of self-care is someone lazily lounging on a sofa, eating chocolate and ignoring chores. That's so annoying to me that's what, hi Pat, that's what people look at when they think self-care. They think of people laying around, not doing anything and eating bonbons, right? The chocolates. That's so not self-care. And that's a stereotype that we need to break that, because it's harmful. It suggests that taking a few minutes to yourself between tasks is letting everyone down in some way. And it's not. Self-care is not about letting everyone down. Self-care is about giving to yourself enough that you actually have something left over to give to somebody else. Otherwise, if you're not practicing self-care ever, you can't give to somebody else when you're on empty and running all the time, trying to do what you do on empty. Everyone always says I'm a weirdo, but they always say they love how unique I am and I'm their favorite little weirdo. See, perfect. Isn't that almost the image of the Empress, right? I know, always. That laying around, having grapes fed to them. That's not, give me a break. That's not what needs to happen. So we need to put that stereotype away and release that stereotype, because that's not at all. And sometimes that is why we don't do self-care, is because we feel like people are going to look at us and go, oh, look at her. She's only worried about herself. Well, that's not it. Nothing gets poured from an empty cup. Thank you. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Yes. Chocolate activates the dopamine chemicals in the human brain. I'm not saying don't ever eat chocolate. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing great. Okay. She talks about a Danish concept that I'm not even going to try to. I want a pomegranate dress now, right? Absolutely. I'm not weird. I'm unique. Well, for me, I always say I always let my freak flag fly because I am a freak for sure. I have freaky anatomy. I'm a freak. I am. That's just me. But that's not a bad thing for me. So perfect. Self-care Sunday. Perfect. Absolutely. So the Danish concept that they talk about is called hygge. No idea. It's this word. Hopefully you all can read that for self-care. And what it talks about is that the Danish people, they needed a way to cope with long, cold, dark winters, right? And we have those here too, although not quite even as long as they do. But it celebrates the small things in life that make life worthwhile, such as cups of tea, good books, comfortable spaces, the feeling of security. So they take that, they have a concept that's called that. Oh, hygge. Hygge? Thank you, Alexa. I knew one of you guys would know hygge. 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 Awesome. Thank you. And so they specifically, those little things, they do that on purpose, and they have an actual concept. How awesome it is that they've made this concept of self-care. So those little things are actually, hey, I'm practicing this hygge. I'm practicing that on purpose. So it's a deliberate act, self-care is. And then it goes into the authenticity thing that we touched on, but I want to read just a couple sentences from here. Caring for an inauthentic self is like filling a leaky bucket. You can never fill it because it's not complete. Self-care means valuing all the various parts of you, not just some of them. Yes, even the parts that still need work. So living authentically might not be easy, but it is rewarding. Here's some things to keep in mind. Balance what you feel and your needs against your actions. Balance that. Making value-based choices will be healthier in the long run than making choices based on convenience or popular opinion. And of course, I immediately go to food choices because that for me is like, oh, that convenience thing, that's really hard for me. I've really got to make those value-based choices of what I put in my mouth much more. Advocate for yourself and your wants or needs. Don't let yourself be driven by a need to be approved of or liked by others. Approval is a powerful drug, but being happy with your value-based choices is healthier for your spirit and your sense of self. And then it goes into some techniques, magical techniques for self-care, which is creative visualization. That's a huge one. That is, you're going to create a vision of what you want your life to look like. I shouldn't have to scream over you, please. You're going to create a vision of what you want your life to look like. And meditate on that. Meditate on, this is what I want my life to look like. This is, if something's not right in your life, if you're not quite living your authentic life the way you want it to, visualize every piece of that. And that's down to the furniture that you have in the house that you want. Because visually, when you're meditating on that visualization helps you to create it. If you can see it, you can create it. You have that opportunity to create it. And don't forget that science tells us that like energies attract, right? That's an actual science concept. Like energies attract. So you want to create that energy in your mind before you have it in your space, and that will help to create that you want in your space. So creative visualization, meditation, breathing exercises, herbal magic, candle magic, crystal and gem magic. And then she goes a little bit into magical basics. She talks about how to center and ground, which we've talked about before. If you haven't or you don't know how to do that, we can talk about it, again, if you need to. Casting a circle, we can talk about that. Sacred space, you create a space in your home or in your area. Cleansing and purifying objects. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is a huge concept that is about living in the moment. being mindful of everything that you do, everything you put in your mouth, everything that you're doing, that mindful living. It's a big deal. And then magical journaling, which is kind of like keeping a book of shadows. Are we going to cover the whole book? We are, chapter by chapter, weekly. So next week, we're going to go over chapter 2. So read chapter 2 next week, and we will go over concepts. Hopefully you like the way we're doing this. Like I said, I wanted to take the key concepts from the book and kind of make it our own and talk about ideas for us to do logically on this plane, right? Not saying that she doesn't do that. She may do that more as we go into the book. But I wanted to bring it to you and I. How are we going to practice self-care? Okay, and normally it will be on Sundays. We're going to do Self-Care Sunday, and then once a month I'll be bringing in the Sibsby box, the tea box, so we can talk about, because for me, one of the things that I do for self-care is to drink a cup of tea at night, in the morning, and the magical way to make that more magical is to pick the tea based on what I want my energy to be. So at night, it's going to be calming tea, so I can calm down for the night. And in the morning, it's going to be caffeinated, get my ass moving tea. Yes, I live in New York. I don't know who was asking that, but yes, I live in New York. Smash the like button, please do. Absolutely. Need to visit my local shop and pick up this great book. Absolutely. And I really like it more than I thought I was gonna. I will be honest with you, more than I thought I was gonna when I first peeked at the introduction. So, love and puffs from Oregon. Thank you. I could use a couple. And good. Caffeine relaxes you. And you could be ADD, because caffeine kind of relaxes me too. That's why I don't worry about it too much. But because stimulants, if you have ADD, stimulants normally relax us and focus us a little. For sure. Did Justin come in? Hi, Justin. You're coming in at the end. I'm sorry, but hello. How are you? Hope you're a little better. I hope you've been figuring out what you need to figure out. Sounds really helpful. Absolutely, and I agree. So hopefully you guys liked this. Again, I will post the Sibsby information underneath, and I will post, what else was I going to post? I'll make sure I put the name of the book and stuff at the bottom when this loads up. Stress a lot. I'm sorry, honey. I know. I wish I could help you out. I really do. Feel bad. So, I love you guys too. Tomorrow night is Tuesday Tarot Tuesday. And we're doing the Page of Pentacles. So get out your Page of Pentacles. Tell me what what cards you want to see. If you have favorite Page of Pentacles, there is a event in the Facebook group. If you're interested in being in the Facebook group, that link should be right down below. Click that like button, subscribe, and click the bell, and hopefully sometimes YouTube will notify you when I'm going live. And if not, keep an eye on the Facebook group. I usually tell us there too. Can meditating with crystals help with depression? Hell yeah. Absolutely they can. What time? Tarot Tuesday is at 8:30. 8:30 is Tarot Tuesdays. Okay? I love you guys. Click that like button, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday.